Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today you will witness the promotion of Colonel Glen A. Martel to the rank of Brigadier General. We are honored to have with us as our presiding official for today's ceremony, Brigadier General Andre L. Berry, Assistant Adjutant General, Nevada Air National Guard. Sharing this special occasion today are many family and friends, senior officers, and fellow airmen. We are extremely honored to have in attendance Colonel Martel's family. Please hold your applause until all of the names have been read. His wife, Josie. His children, Tasha and her boyfriend, David, and Tristan and his girlfriend, Jessie. Father, Donald. Brother Dean and his wife, Nancy, and their family. Sister-in-law, Michelle, and her family. Cousin Rick and his wife, Terry, and their family. Cousin Ron and partner Toto, Aunt Sigrid, Cousin Sabrina and her husband Norm, Cousin Mike and his wife Dana, along with their family, and Uncle Dennis. Thank you for being here. Colonel Martel also welcomes our special guests and distinguished visitors. Please hold your applause until all of the names have been read. Assistant Adjutant General, Nevada Army National Guard, Brigadier General Michael Hannafin. Senior Enlisted Leader, Nevada National Guard, Command Sergeant Major Jared Kopacki. Land Component Commander, Nevada Army National Guard, Brigadier General Zachary Dozier. Director of the Joint Staff, Nevada National Guard, Colonel John Week. Chief of Staff, Nevada Army National Guard, Colonel Corey Schultz. Command Chief Warrant Officer, Nevada Army National Guard, Chief Warrant Officer 5, Jim Bowman. Director of Staff, Nevada Air National Guard, Colonel Dave Manson. Wing Commander, 152nd Airlift Wing, Colonel Eric Wade. Vice Wing Commander, 152nd Airlift Wing, Lieutenant Colonel Jake Hammonds. Wing Command Chief Master Sergeant, 152nd Airlift Wing, Chief Master Sergeant Mark Prezina. And representing Senator Cortez Masto, Ms. Carrie Dermick. Representing Senator Rosen, Ms. Zio Ibarra. Representing Congressman Mark Amadei, Ms. Tracy Spears. From the University of Nevada, Reno, Dr. Yvonne Stedham and Dr. Brett Simmons. From the Nevada Department of Veteran Services, Ms. Kat Miller. And from the Department of Veterans Affairs, Ms. Glenna Smith. Thank you all. Colonel Martel would also like to welcome all airmen, honorary commanders, friends, and retirees in attendance this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the entrance of the official party, the presentation of the colors by the 152nd Airlift Wing Color Guard, and please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem performed by Captain Sarah Searles from the 152nd Airlift Squadron, followed by the invocation given by Chaplain Gilliam. Present the colors.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
See if I can exhibit some of my inner Colonel Wade. Morning, high rollers. How you doing? I learned that from Colonel Wade just now, so I was like, I got to be a little bit more passionate when I talk. So first of all, glad to have everybody here today, and in his absence to General Burks and to the family and friends of Colonel Martel. It's a great day, right? Are y'all excited? Are y'all excited? You should be just fired up. It's a big day for you. So I just want to thank you for being here, distinguished visitors, our retirees, members of the Nevada Army National Guard who always support us. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. And all the members of the Nevada Air National Guard, welcome. Our congressional congregation. How about this band over here? Let's give them a big hand too. Thank y'all for coming out, the Woodwind Quartet Band. And then to Staff Sergeant Connell, who we think she always shows up. I asked her if she was ready. She said, I was born ready. So best bagpipe player in the world. And Captain Searles, where you at? She's over who sung the national anthem. I'm saying Ops is in the house today. Let's give Ops a hand today because they are representing here. So thank you for that. We always appreciate also our chaplain. Please pray for us a lot, okay, because we need it. And we want to also take just a second, and I know we gave some thanks out of here, but I just want to thank Public Affairs and COM for what they do. You know, I was talking to Colonel Wade the other day, and it takes a lot to set this up, and they've been going hard. So and they're behind the curtain there, behind the cameras, taking pictures. Can we just give them a big hand right now for all that they do? They're always working hard for us, always working hard for us. I was going to have them come out, but I would have taken time, and Chief Drisdale would have got mad at me. So, but before I start talking about Colonel Martel, I just want to take a few minutes and thank his immediate family, because this is just as much for you as it is for him, even more so. And first of all, Josie, his wife, thank you for all that you have done. You've been a huge supporter. He's the first one to say that you are the brains behind the operation. Thank you for keeping him calm and collected today. I know there's a lot of work behind you, so thank you for all that you do to make this happen. So really, really appreciate you. And then he has his two great kids here. Tristan, Sam, let him see your uniform. Stand up, Tristan, so they can see you there. He's in the Navy ROTC at USC, looking good. Wrong uniform, but that's okay. We like it anyway. All right. And then Tasha, his daughter, who I think has the best personality in the world. When your room's light up when you come in here. So I just want to thank you for coming. And then his father, his aunts, his uncles, his in-laws, his friends, thank you for what you do, because it says a lot. Because it takes a village to get to this point right here. And all that you have done, you should be so proud. So we are here to promote Colonel Glen Martel to the higher grade of Brigadier General. And I always think it's important for everybody to really hear what it took for a person to get to this important milestone. Colonel Martel currently serves as the Mission Support Group Commander for the 152nd Airlift Wing, Nevada Air National Guard. He leads 440 airmen. Thank goodness we got Cal Cifolio in there now, because he's letting that go. But because all of the infrastructure operations of the wing, and he's provided world-class services which are delivered by world-class airmen. Some of his accomplishments: he started off as an airman basic, okay? So anything is possible for any of us, okay? He was commissioned through the Air National Guard Academy of Military Science in Knoxville, Tennessee. He has served as the Director of Staff for Air, Nevada Air Guard, advising the Adjutant General and myself in his assignment. He was responsible for developing and coordinating programs, policies, and plans to ensure the wartime readiness of all the members of the Nevada Air National Guard, to include the Wing, Intel Squadron, and RPA Operations Squadron. He has served as the commander of the 152nd Civil Engineering Squadron and deputy of the 152nd Mission Support Group. He has served as the A1 Nevada Air National Guard in Carson City. He's deployed to Kuwait under the Office of the Military Cooperation. He's been to Honduras, Canada, Alaska. He's done all those things. He's also, which I always think is important to highlight this, he completed his master's in business administration from the University of Nevada, Reno. And where's his professors at from the university that are here? Just wave your hands. Thank you for changing his thought process. We really, really, really appreciate y'all going to heaven. Thank you. So, he also completed the National Security Studies Management Program at Syracuse University just last year. But today I wanted to let everybody know that Colonel Martel is proven, he's tested, he's ready, and his warrior spirit is alive and well. He understands the importance of how to position our organization for future success. He understands the military, he has a commitment to this nation, he is strong in his learning agility, he's resilient, and he knows what it takes to keep the Nevada Air National Guard relevant, and he is comprehensive in his leadership competencies. He has great knowledge of our future initiatives, which is really important because I believe we're about ready to have a phenomenal year in our organization, and how best to align our current and future mission set to the National Defense Strategy and the total force. The readiness and lethality of the National Guard is an essential piece of the National Defense Strategy. This is why Colonel Martel is being tapped on the shoulder to lead at a higher level, to influence our airmen by unleashing their power and potential to a greater good. Leadership is a high calling. And when anybody tells you it's sometimes it's hard, it's not fun, but it's necessary. And it can't be done for personal gain or goal accomplishment. It should have a much higher purpose. Colonel Martel and I have had many discussions about leadership. A higher purpose meaning to have a compelling vision for what is best for the organization, something that is honorable. I remind all of us in this room, leading at a higher level is a process of achieving worthwhile results while serving with respect, care, and fairness for the well-being of the airmen and civilians of the Nevada Air National Guard. We have had discussions about keeping his sights focused on the organization, on the right target, and the right vision. I challenge anybody in this room to find a more relentless, resilient, proud, committed, dedicated, focused, engaged, hardworking, driven, successful organization than the Nevada Air National Guard and its outstanding airmen. This is the Air Force that we need. And I invite all of our guests to take a look around to a best practice in place right here in this room. You have it with the Nevada. Am I right about that, High Rose? We are bad at what we do. Oh, you have no idea. You are sitting in front of a best practice right here. High-performing organizations are enterprises that over time continue to produce outstanding results with the highest level of human satisfaction and a commitment to success. Your responsibility and calling, Colonel Martel, is to serve the men and women of this great organization to ensure we always remain ready and always there for the citizens of Nevada and for this great country, and to keep us poised to succeed in the future. Colonel Martel, we believe in who you are and what you will do. You are our next dispenser of hope. After the ceremonies and the celebrations, the hard work begins. And you are no stranger to that because it's in your DNA to execute on elevating this great organization. This role, this responsibility, it must be done effectively. When you put on your shoulders Brigadier General, you have to understand it's bigger than you. To whom much is given, much is required. There is no such thing as routine anymore. You can thank Colonel Wade, Lieutenant Colonel Gunderson, Lieutenant Colonel Galley, Lieutenant Colonel Hammonds, chiefs, Chief Brazina, enlisted officers, for setting you up for success because of their leadership. And we owe a debt of gratitude for what you have done to make this organization great. We must continue to emphasize clarity to our airmen that our future is bright and that they make the difference in our success, not us, they do. Fighting America's wars, protecting the homeland, building global and domestic partnerships, and being accountable at the local, state, and national level must remain our priority. Colonel Martel, it's your behavior that the airmen will watch, and they do watch. But you have to be okay with that. It's what you role model and how you carry yourself that they will look up to. The oath to defend against all enemies, foreign and domestic, will never end. Give them an example. Give them a light. Let them know because of your leadership, things will be better. Opportunities will grow in the Nevada Air National Guard. You were born for such a time as this. You are here at this appointed time, in this place, in this position, on this day, and for this promotion to make a difference. Don't waste this opportunity. Make the right choice to lead at a higher level, to be a servant leader. This is your season from Airman Basic to Brigadier General. What a country. We look forward to following you as a leader. Battleborn.
Thank you, General Barry. Colonel Martel, please come forward and join General Barry. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as General Barry promotes Colonel Martel to the rank of Brigadier General.
Post the orders.
Attention to orders. Special Order GO-M-115-19-02. By order of the Secretary of the Air Force and direction of the President, Colonel Glen A. Martel is extended federal recognition and promoted to the grade of Brigadier General with the date of rank of 8 June 2019. By the order of the Secretaries of the Army and the Air Force, signed General Joseph L. Langell, Chief of the National Guard Bureau. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. The 152nd Airlift Wing Color Guard will now present General Martel with his one-star flag. Thank you, General Barry and the 152nd Airlift Wing Color Guard team. Would Josie please come forward for the placing of the insignia? Thank you, Josie. Now, we ask Glen's children, Tasha and Tristan, to please come forward for the placing of the epaulettes on his shirt. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all very much for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you, Captain Searles, Sergeant Connell, and the 152nd Airlift Wing Color Guard. General Barry already got a round of applause, but thank you, and thank you to the band for coming over from California. Appreciate that. I would like to thank also Chief Brazina, Chief Drisdale, ComFlight, CE, Security Forces, Services, and PA, as General Barry said as well, for the effort they did in setting up the events of today, not only here, but also in Sangha and on the quad later today. I'd like to thank General Burks, who couldn't be here today, for his strategic guidance and vision for the last 10 years. General Barry, thank you for your mentorship and unflinching dedication to the Nevada Air National Guard. You have set us on a course for continued excellence. I truly appreciate your support and confidence. I will continue to earn your faith and dedicate myself to serving the airmen of the Nevada Air National Guard as we write the next chapter in our renowned history. Chief Drisdale, thank you for your unwavering professionalism and care of the enlisted force. I'd like to thank my family for their support as well, especially my wife. It's been a long journey, up and down, but as everybody knows, it takes definitely family and a lot of support over the years, and I appreciate the last years, 30 years now, for that, so thank you. My daughter Tasha that was up here earlier as well my son Tristan, that goes with your gold wings. We can enjoy that when you commission next year. And my sister-in-law Michelle's also been around for a long time. Appreciate all of your support while I've been gone and helping Joseph and the family, so thank you. I also have to thank Kevin Knuff, who made it. He kept me around in CE back in the day when I was looking to retire, as Colonel Cerfolio mentioned earlier. Back in about 2008, I was a major, had about 23 or so years in service, and I came in one day and I told my commander, Kevin, hey sir, it's been a great run, but it's time for me to leave. And he said, no, I think you should stay around a little bit longer. Well, I did, and here we are, so thank you, Kevin, for that. Colonel Cantrell also, I don't believe he made it. I didn't see him come in, but back in the day, he took a pretty big chance on putting an engineer into the A1 position. But I learned a lot there, and I appreciate the opportunity he gave me to grow my experiences. Colonel Del Porto's here. Thank you for all of your support in CE back in the day and also over in the Med Group. I'd also like to make sure I thank Chiefs DePoli and Del Porto, who couldn't make it today. Chief Prezina is here, as well as Chief Lindsay, who is currently deployed, for their guidance and mentorship growing up as an officer in this organization. Without it, I could not be here. Thank you. General Dozer, General Hannafin, Chief Bowman, and Sergeant Major Kopacki, Colonel Schulz, thank you for your support during my time at headquarters, and thank you for being here today. It means a lot to us on the other side of the Nevada Guard. General Dozer, I would like to express our sympathies for the loss of our fellow Guardsmen earlier this week. One team, one fight. Finally, thank you to all of the airmen of the Nevada Air National Guard, past and present. Our success is truly due to the exceptional teamwork that you have provided over the years, and I look forward to what we can accomplish as we move together into the future. All of you have a better idea, a better process, a better method. Only by bringing your particular experiences, which is the strength of the Guard, and expertise to the fight, can Nevada remain truly excellent. Some say change is coming, and I say that change is here. It has been here, and it will remain to be here. Every one of us has undergone transformational change over our lives. It is incremental, and most of the time we don't even notice it until we look back and realize how far we have come personally and professionally. The same holds true for the Nevada Air National Guard. In its history, the Nevada Air National Guard has flown 8 different aircraft, 6 up north, 2 down south. For the 152nd, that is a change on average of 12 years. And for the 232nd, that is a change on average of every 6 years. Just for a little perspective, we've had C-130s on the ramp here in Reno for 24 years. In the past, Nevada did not ask for change, but we acknowledged it, we understood it, and more importantly, we accepted the challenges and adapted to the opportunities it brought. Today, we face a resurgence of global challenges not seen since the end of the Cold War. Strategic competition from near peers and those who otherwise seek to disrupt the world order that has provided opportunity and advancement for millions of people since the end of World War II. Throughout its history, Nevada has stood proud, battle-born, battle-ready, and has proven itself battle-tested. Now the battle is changing again. Today, we seek change with enthusiasm, to continue to not only be successful, but to be the leader, resetting expectations and executing mission requirements across the homeland, partnerships, and warfighting spectrums with excellence. Nevada leads the way in homeland defense. We have responded with recognized professionalism to numerous natural disasters in our own state, as well as in support of our fellow Americans near and far. We are beyond proficient. We have developed skills that other states envy, but we cannot rely on our past in today's environment. We must rededicate ourselves to excellence at every level, and with every opportunity, we must be resilient and adaptable. In order to remain competitive for our existence in today's global disorder, we must devote ourselves to constant innovation, accountability, and performance. Innovation will be necessary as our adversaries are not taking a timeout. They are working equally as hard to sow disruption and discord. Innovation allows us to gain and maintain the inside lane and bring the uniqueness of the Guard, our corporate connections, and our long-term relationships to the fight. While innovating, we must hold ourselves accountable to our fellow citizens. We cannot lose sight of the basics. Integrity, service, and must remain our foundational guidance. From expending tax dollars, interactions with the public we serve, and the support of our fellow airmen, we can accept nothing less than excellence. Nevada's performance is extraordinary throughout its history. On that, the record is crystal clear. In order to maintain this standard of exceptionalism, we must elevate our ability to move at the speed of relevancy, or we will be left behind. This requires that we not rest on our laurels, that we constantly seek out, create, and implement process, program, and mission improvements as a matter of habit, not of exception. As we move forward into the future, we will continue to focus on readiness, care for our members and families, diversity and inclusion, community, and force development. Readiness requires that we understand our total force role and that we seek out and train to missions that align with Air Force and DoD Joint Force requirements. Care for our members and families will remain a cornerstone of Nevada's success. We will continue to improve our programs of support that ensure our members' success. Diversity and inclusion are critical components for successful mission accomplishment. The Nevada Air National Guard must represent the citizens it serves and actively seek new ideas in order to maintain its current advantages. Community is the reason for our existence, back to the days of our founding fathers of this great country. The citizens, soldier, airmen, trained and ready to support our state and nation when needed, to step forward when others cannot or are unwilling. Force development ensures that Nevada's airmen are trained, experienced, and capable of bringing the necessary technology and tools to the situation at hand. We will be proactive with talent management to maintain our professional edge. Nevada is well positioned to remain at the forefront of total force integration. We have been and will continue to be focused on readiness and rebuilding or building skill sets when required. Our efforts at Nellis and Creech set the standard for the integration joint force efforts require for success. The continued mission expansion and upgrades at the Air Wing secure our core functions while we look to increase our capabilities across the cyber environment and seek new ways to lead the fight in ISR. Nevada has and will continue to fight in the multi-domain environment. Nevada is the leader in the state partnership program. Our ability to develop relationships, support our partners, and learn from our interactions is without peer and expands our capability to contest challenges across additional areas of conflict. Nevada's relevance is secured as we look to Indo-PACOM and partnering with and respecting our allies to secure the lifestyle they determine with economic transparency. While Nevada's strength in the Pacific is clear, we cannot forget that we have a long and proud history of supporting our allies in Europe and the Middle East, and recently have expanded joint efforts in Africa. These combined efforts solidify Nevada's role in the joint arena, strengthening critical alliances. To paraphrase Admiral Anderson, the Nevada Air National Guard has both a past and a future, and we look with pride in both directions. However, as we look forward, we embrace the change we seek as we move into the future, and we dedicate ourselves to serving our fellow citizens as professionals. We will increase our capabilities, professionalism, relevance, and lethality, not because we have to, but because we choose to. Nevada chooses to pursue relevance with excellence, Nevada style. Battle born. Thank you.